What is up, all you beautiful people? It's I, AkemiTCG, back here with a brand new deck profile. We have a special guest with us, and he's been playing Spyrals forever. He was featured recently in a live competitive match. Welcome, Tom C.
How's it going, guys?
And this man, this legend, managed to make Spyrals without what's the master plan?
Master plan, yeah.
Without
Red
dangers,
master plan.
without Dragoon, without souls. Tell the viewers about this before we dive into this deck profile.
Yeah, so I think this was the first time that I've actually dusted off my Spyral deck in a while. I was playing Grades before that, but Super Agent was calling my name, and yeah, it felt really good. It felt really good to play it. It was like that first hit after a while.
And you said before you've topped some regionals with Spyrals, right?
Yeah, in 2018 I ended up going to Nats, playing Spyrals, Spyral Sky Strikers. So I got some history with this deck.
Alright, that means that's enough. That's a good enough backstory for the audience to kind of be like, okay, let's look at this deck list more than once.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's dive into this. So you're starting with one Spyral Sleeper, and that's par to the course, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless I'm playing like some sort of like Desires build, you just play one Sleeper, because it is a brick until you can meet its requirements of 3 Spyrals in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm. And then we got the one copy of Miss Valley Apex Avion.
Yeah, Avian and Thunderbird go together. They're part of the Infinite combo, or Infinite Negate combo, right?
Yeah.
And this was actually what got me back to playing the deck, right? Is once you resolve Double Helix in any form, right? If it's some sort of like quick fix drone or Super Agent drone, even tough Super Agent or whatever combination, once you resolve Double Helix, you have access to the Infinite Negate combo.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is like very proprietary, so ideally your first turn board you want to have Avion with obviously the Thunderboard lock, right?
Yeah, and you as long as you can resolve Double Helix and get that search, this deck just basically turned Quick Fix into Master Plan, where you just use it to like keep getting incremental advantage and using level 1s or like rank 1 like Lyrillus. Like Lyrillus is how you make the Simorg, right? That's the Winged Beast that gets you there.
Oh, okay. So you play this just so you can go into this Simorg, because this needs at least.
Granted, DD Crow is really good, but
oh, that makes a lot of sense too. Okay. And then you're playing the one Scrap Golem.
Yeah, the whole Scrap combo. Yeah, because like once Jet Synchron and O-Line got banned, I was like, how do I play Scraps? But then I found Crystron Rosex, which you'll see after all the Spyrals, basically does the same exact thing, and you just don't. It's just not a tuner. So I was like, oh, the Scraps aren't dead.
Okay, that's exciting. And I have the 2 Super Agent and 1 Tough. What is your philosophy on this ratio 2-1?
So the deck, I mean, as you can kind of see, for those that are kind of like going down the list, faster than we're going, the deck is very like drones heavy, right? So like you have your machines, you have your machine access, so we can go into like the theory of like Curious or Appaloosa kind of combo later on with all the Monster Reborns and stuff. But essentially, like the deck is a lot more like you need to resolve drones, because also drones has an extremely powerful effect of looking at the top 3 cards of your library and rearranging them in any order, because like information is power. So like Super Agent is like the more important one, but you kind of have to play tough, because if you lose the dice roll, with the expanded resort package that I have with like set rotation and terraforming, like you have access to multiple toughs in the deck. And you also have access to multiple Super Agents in the deck. So like the tough agent is like still a viable strategy, but and that's what kind of like why that just looks like a split play set of like you're playing 2 Super Agents, you're playing 1 tough.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right. And then Rosenix, you're gonna talk about this guy, right?
Yeah, that's the one that makes the scraps go round.
Target a favorite card. It locks
Basically,
you into
halfway down.
It locks you into machine type synchro monsters. Oh wait, you don't use its first effect,
No, it's
right?
just the bottom. Yeah, you just banish this card from your graveyard, special summon a token.
Wait, that's so good.
Yeah.
It just can't be tributed.
basically- Yeah, you just link it off.
Huh. Okay. I like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
you just go scrap. It makes it the one card scrap recycle and makes your scrap wyvern, which is a super powerful card. Outside of its combo potential.
Okay. All right. One copy last resort.
Yeah, because sleeper plus last resort is just unfair, and it's always been unfair, and it always will be.
And then we already talked to Thunderbird. We already talked about that. We already talked about the recycle combo because this is basically one of your main starters.
Yeah,
And then,
if you don't have access to drones, then recycler just becomes drones.
Right. And then obviously the one quick fix, you have to play this card.
Yeah, it's the god card in the deck.
Yeah, for sure. The triple drone, the double DD Crow. How much did this help you on that time that you went?
It's always nice to have, right? Because like every deck nowadays plays out of the graveyard, really. There weren't any like notable kind of hits where I got that DD Crow, but it feels nice to just be able to like go through the combo and get a hand trap. And I don't want to play one because if you don't have DD Crow in the graveyard, then the Lyralist combo becomes like really sketchy to use. So like you kind of have to play 2 DD Crow if you want to be safer rather than sorry.
Right.
So
you're using it for like the double effect to summon the Lyrusic and also just as a backup hand trap.
Yeah, and it also just becomes like a free card that you can discard for quick fix. Like if you're playing against a matchup where like DD Crow is bad, and you're at a point where your hand, like your resources in your hand, like what I was telling you, like if you just resolve double helix in any way, shape, or form, you can get the infinite negate. So like having access to DD Crow as a discard fodder is also super relevant, rather than like Sylvan Princess Sprite where it's like you might get it or you might not.
Right. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then the double Veiler, obviously hand trap, right?
Yeah, I don't have infinite impermanence, so
right. It'd be like that sometimes. This is like kind of like this deck's relatively budget, barring probably the Borosword, maybe the Nibiru's for some people, and then Millennium Eyes.
Yeah,
that's probably the 3 non-budget cards. All right, Instant
yeah,
Fusion.
Seriously.
1-for-1 reinforcement. Like these are all proprietary. You need to literally play all of these. So
yeah, I love how that's one reason why I love Spirals is just like it feels like you're playing like old school Magic where you have like the Power 9 cards.
Yeah,
like,
you're literally playing so many limited cards. You're playing 6, 9. You're playing 11 limited cards.
I mean, yeah, including Quick Fix, which is the God card.
Right.
You have 1-for-1, which is let's play the God card, but even better because you don't use your normal summon.
Right.
You have Instant Fusion, which is like basically Called by the Grave 2.0. You have Terraforming, which is another copy of the best card in the deck, which is Spiral Resort. Like you just play so many like of these one of like God cards, and that's another reason why I like it because it's like sort of reminiscent of like Goat format, where you're just playing all these like super powerful spells.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to think of. Oh, the card I wanted to touch upon was probably Card Destruction. So we did discuss this a little bit earlier, but why Card Destruction over Popper Up?
Yeah, so like I was telling you before, Card Destruction is kind of like it has this like really weird like two-sided effect where like if you're going first, you don't know what you're gonna give them, right? Because like you can have moments where like you Card Destruction, but then you give them a better hand, right?
Right.
Then like all the hand traps or something that like they didn't have to like stop you. And this deck with drones being like, you know, the pivotal card in the deck, allows you to see what the top 3 cards are before you Card Destruction. So it doesn't necessarily mean like you can't Card Destruction, right? But you can kind of like help mitigate your losses where you go, oh well, this is the point in the combo where I should card destruction, because like that Ash that's on the top of their deck, it's not going to do anything, right? But it's also just card destruction. Like, you can also just rip it at the beginning of your combo, get a brand new hand, and then just watch. If a bunch of the hand traps dump to the graveyard, then you probably got a pretty good feeling until they drop the evenly matched after you full combo, and they're like, thanks for the evenly.
And then you cry on the inside a little bit.
Yeah, but it's high risk, high reward.
So have you considered playing? So this is a build that wants to go first, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Have you considered just maining the triple drag down and just doing that instead?
Yeah, it really just came down to like I couldn't find a place to put it. This is like the tightest like 40 card deck that I could find. Like I guess the number one place people would probably point to would be like the set rotation Mystic Mine pseudo space kind of thing.
Yeah.
But my thought process behind that, right, is like the same thing as like having tough, right? Like you need things going second. So like that combo, having terraforming, set rotation, and then like either Spyral Resort, Mystic Mine, or pseudo space, right? Pseudo space is what you give them.
Yeah.
You can either have one half of your combo, or you can Mystic Mine them and basically Dark Ruler no more them. And arguably one of the best cards like to have under Mystic Mine is Tough, where you can just like pop cards, attack into it, use a Monster Reborn, bring it back, pop another card, like and like Mystic Mine is Mystic Mine. Like if you're gonna allow me to play Mystic Mine, I'll sit on Mystic Mine plus a Spyral Tough for as long as I need until I draw my combo, and then I go, and then I just go off.
Oh, so the idea is like, let's say you go in second, they have a kind of fortified board. You pretty much bait out all the negates, and then in the middle of a chain, you just chain set rotation, and then Mystic Mine them, and then just go off with your day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Basically.
Oh, that's pretty fire. I mean, I'm not a big advocate for Mystic Mine, but I understand the reasoning behind it.
I mean, when you're playing Spirals in 2020, dude, like you need something. I'm only playing one copy of it in the main.
Especially since we don't have a master plan anymore.
Yeah. If you guys are going to take master plan, I'm going to use Mystic Mine. Sorry.
And you said before that if you could afford souls, you would get the souls, right? Just for clarification 100%. For the audience? I mean, okay.
Yeah, audience, like if you made it this far without commenting, right? I would play souls.
Okay.
If you showed restraint, I appreciate it.
Okay. I'm ready to get wrecked. All right. So the Millennium Eyes is for the instant fusion, obviously. Lyra Kluzik is to summon some more because you need a winged beast somewhere there.
Yeah, you need it.
Borosword for killer, a Griffin for lock, Appaloosa for lock. Curious Unicorn for the IP plays, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and Unicorn's also just like really good.
Yeah, Unicorn's a very good card. No. Obviously, Double Helix, Scrap Wyvern for the scrap plays. Carrier, obviously, IP, Link Rebo. This is a kind of tight extra deck, dude. This is pretty tight.
Oh yeah, it's very tight. There's I had to get rid of the Trigate, which was like that used to be like my bread and butter combo. I've also been quoted as like saying for the longest time during like the 2018 that Yugioh is the best spiral card that wasn't called Spyral, because like being able to draw 4 cards, get the double summon effect, was just unbelievable. But this deck isn't able to like make 4 unique monsters without being at risk of Nibiru. So you just kind of have to go into like Appaloosa now.
And that's completely fine, because like better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you like, that's why I love Instant Fusion, is because like I can just go Instant Fusion, Millenniumize, and then I can just go off without them having to do any sort of hand trap or like Nibiru or whatever, right?
Oh no, they can still Nibiru under Millenniumize, by the way, unfortunately.
Okay, well the hand traps are the biggest thing, right? Like Ghost
Ash,
Ogre, like Ash,
Veiler, Ogre, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But like, and then when you're toward the end of your combo, because like there's a lot of intricacies when it comes to the actual like infinite negate, where actually having Millenniumize, if you feel safe enough where they don't have a hand trap, you can actually make it so just having that other level 1 to go into Lyralist for, you don't have to use your big red for like one of the level 1s. So you just big red back the tough and then be able to set the trap, and now your infinite negate is no longer at risk of them just being able to attack over, because you can just use utility wire to just like bounce whatever they're going to threaten you with to the top of the deck. So it also like actually has a secondary benefit to the main combo that you're trying to do. So that's another reason why I'm in love with just playing Instant Fusion.
Yeah, Instant Fusion's a very, very good card. This is like a really good reason why it's limited, especially with Anima. Just we got Anima too.
Yeah.
And this card comes in clutch sometimes. If they put something in the wrong spot, that's a problem.
Yeah, and Anima is even just something where like if you have a brick hand where all you have is drones, like you just go drones Anima, like now you just set it so they could potentially not kill you next turn and you stole one of their things.
Exactly. All right, now on to the sideboard. Obviously, the double Nibiru.
Yeah, you need it. I didn't want to main deck it, but
yeah, right.
You need it somewhere in the 55.
And then Gamma for the Dragoons, as you saw in the tournament. Pankratops, because it's good. Good cards are good.
Is so good.
Spyral tough. The other two tough. Do you often side in this one? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, whenever I'm going second, I just put it in. Because it's just more combo starters. It's basically like drones numbers 4 through 6, except you get to destroy a card on the way to double helix.
Ah, okay. But you don't need it as much going first because you only have 5 cards instead of 6, right?
Yeah, it's super dead going first because the actual the whole point is like trying to resolve super agent, right? Like drones is a guaranteed super agent because you know what's on top of their deck. With tough, you have to have something that they control that you can target. That's why like I used to play tough as like a 3 of when set rotation was a 3 because I had a higher chance of like giving them a target for tough. But because I don't have anything to target, I can't like look at the top card, so I can't call super agent correctly. So it just ends up becoming like a brick going first, but going second, it's an amazing card.
Okay, that's super fair. And then the drag downs are, so if you actually side in for going first, right?
Yeah.
I just like slur my words.
Yeah, I mean,
there.
like this deck can very quickly like. I mean, you see like literally half the deck. It's a perfect symmetry. Like half the deck is spells and traps.
Right. I saw like the line in the middle. I'm like, this is very aesthetically pleasing.
Oh yeah. No, I build my decks to please. But like you can go like you can go before like you actually resolve the double helix, like set those things and then like set your back row and then just drag down, and then like or like have like one card in hand that like you want to discard, like whatever, like a quick fix or like even like Rostrix, right? Like Rostrix in the graveyard is just a free body to link off,
right?
Or like whatever, right? And then you drag down, you get rid of their hand trap, and then you can go into double helix and go off.
That's free.
So it's super good. If I had room in the main deck, I'd play it because it'd be like pseudo called by the graves, like 3 through 5.
Right. The only problem is sometimes they draw into that Nibiru that they need. It does happen.
Yeah.
But it's alright.
Yeah.
Mind control, because good card is good, right?
Well, yeah, and then the draw is super good. But yeah, and then mind control is just mind control. Twin Twisters has always been pretty good. I don't have Lightning Storm, and I like to discard too.
Yeah, you like to discard in this deck just in case you have like one of the Spyral gears. You can just pitch them for free, and then still get the pop. So you actually plus from that.
Yeah. Well, actually, there are ways where you can do like Twin Twisters. So like if you have Quick Fix, so if your opening hand is like Quick Fix, Twin Twisters, and the trap, you set the trap, activate Twin Twisters, discard Quick Fix, pop your trap, and then use the trap to special summon Quick Fix, add the drones, normal summon it, and you can go into double helix.
Brilliant.
So like there were times where I'd played Twin Twisters like in the main deck. Because like even going like when I was playing 3 of the trap, right, when Master Plan was around, because it actually became like a pseudo like combo piece, like if you need to do like a 3-card combo.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's pretty fire, dude. And then obviously the Mystic Mind, and then obviously the reboot for just in case you play against that one Geist player, or even in some Eldritch matchups.
Yeah, like like even just like imperm, like going like, I mean, it spirals. It's super weak to hand traps, and if they have imperm, which is just we all know is objectively better than effect veiler.
Yeah, objectively.
If you can just red reboot like any trap that is going to disrupt you, it's super good. But yeah, and then trap decks like I'm gonna say paleo, and I'm gonna show my Yu-Gi-Oh age. But yeah, Geist is another thing.
All right, dude. This is a solid list. I know a lot of viewers are gonna be discussing this list down in the description. But if you enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tom, do you have any last words you want to say to your viewers?
No, if you guys enjoy it, I'll keep an eye out on the comment section. I'll answer what I can. I'm in Akemi's Discord, so make sure to join that and shout me out, and I'll make sure to keep the conversation flowing.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed to him and you're one of those Spyral players that's looking for guidance because we're all lost at sea trying to find out what we're supposed to do without master plan, head over to AkemiTCG because I'll be around.
Yeah, I'll keep in touch with this guy just in case he makes some breakthroughs with spirals.
100%.
All right, Tom, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, dude.
Thank you very much for having me, man. Keep it up.
All right.
Channel's great.
Bye, guys.
The world ends now.